Breaking news, inflation is cooling down, but Bitcoin is reacting to this bullish news very badly. In this video, I'll reveal to you exactly where the Bitcoin is heading next. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Samo from Market to Paradise. In the previous video I told you Bitcoin will go right here towards $85,000. As you can see, that's exactly what happened, and right now Bitcoin is fighting with this support. What's important, what's gonna happen next? So let's shift towards ultra high time frame. You understand that we are still on track of hitting our target at $44,000. This was the prediction I've made 1 month ago together with you. We have been shorting Bitcoin absolutely amazingly since the top of $109,000. As you can see right now, we are around 30% lower. In the previous video, I've shared with you our ParadiseTeam VIP trades that we have been taking profits right there at $77,000. This was the target I have been calling since the absolute top of the reversal move, and always the major targets were $77,000, then a pullback, and then $44,000. Let's zoom in a little bit closer to the price action so you can understand what we are looking at right now. You know that from the start of this beautiful impulse, $19,500, that was the time when we have been accumulating Bitcoin. If you have been around, you have probably done that as well. If you are in ParadiseTeam VIP, you have been absolutely doing exactly what we are doing in the ParadiseTeam. So we have completed this beautiful impulse right here by this ending diagonal. As you remember, in the ending diagonal we have predicted every single move up or down, we don't care, and then we have started to short heavily. We have closed all spot positions right here, and since then we are basically shorting everything perfectly. We will go through this price action just very quickly. Let's understand on the ultra high time frame chart what is really going on and what's gonna happen. So right now we are in the A wave of a zigzag. I believe it will go a little bit deeper than that $77,000. I believe we will hit that $72,000. Then we will have a nice pullback in a B wave towards $91,000 and $93,000, and then we will finish that whole corrective move at around $44,000. After that, ladies and gentlemen, here you can expect loads of bearish news, loads of people screaming for a new huge bearish market, and that's gonna be time where the pro traders like you and me, we will be accumulating Bitcoin once again heavily as we have done right here, and we will be targeting our next ultra high time frame target of $240,000. But before that, let's zoom in into the A wave, ladies and gentlemen, and by that we need to shift our time frame towards daily. This is daily time frame, aka high time frame analysis for us. In the previous video, you remember that I have been telling you that we are about to go a little bit higher because we need to finish the smaller subwave, the fourth subwave, and then we will turn around and start going back towards our major high time frame demand zone, which will conclude this bear trend by touching the $70,000, the $72,000, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, that happened. We have retouched this. I believe that the fourth subwave is finished and we are right now about to correct down towards that $70,000. So basically the fifth wave of the fifth in the ending diagonal just started, in my opinion. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you are new here and you have not watched the previous videos, we are right now forming an higher degree leading diagonal pattern where the fifth wave will probably finish at $70,000 to $72,000. And if you are in our MCP free university, if you are in our website and reading our educational articles that are free, you know exactly what is descending leading diagonal and how it subdivides itself, right? So the descending or ascending leading diagonal, basically the leading diagonal, can either appear in the wave 1 of an impulse or wave A of a zigzag. And as you already know, because we believe that this is the A wave of our zigzag, ABC, we believe that the subdivision is not formed by an impulse but by leading diagonal, and we have been analyzing the waves together, so you understand that we have entered the price territory of the first wave by going there with this fourth wave right here. So this is leading diagonal, and we have been able to create these nice trend lines, and the downward trend line also revealed to us the possible target that is very nicely confluenced with our major high time frame demand zone, which is that $70,000. So it just increases the probabilities. And because you know that the leading diagonal is being made by 5 subwaves and the 5th wave is made by a motive mode wave, it can either be an impulse itself or an ending diagonal, okay? Ending diagonal, unlike the leading diagonal, appears in a C wave of a zigzag or a 5th wave of an impulse, okay? So this was the 4th larger wave, and then we started the 5th wave, and as you know, the 5th wave subdivides itself into 5 smaller waves, right? So this was the first one, second one, third one, 4th one that is probably finished, and we are about to have the 5th one right here that will also conclude the larger degree 5th wave of this leading diagonal. So I do hope this is clear, and right now let's zoom in inside of the price section of the 5th wave. By that, let's have a look at our medium time frame. This is 4-hour time frame. You remember from the previous video I've also shared with you the possible trajectory that happened very well. Before that, few videos ago, we have been also analyzing the start of the 3rd wave, right? And as almost always, we have got every single move correct. Once we formed these 2 waves, we already knew there will be 3rd right here, then 4th, and then right here will be the 5th wave. And as you can see, it happened perfectly. This was also the confirmation for us to take exactly at that $77,000 a take profit on some of our short positions that we have opened with ParadiseTeam VIPs. So we have this more actionable Bitcoin swing position. As you can see, we have took a first take profit near the bottom. Then on the major short position, as you can see, we have also took our first take profit target, ladies and gentlemen. We have around 4 positions opened right now, and you know that in the previous video I also shared with you the possible short trade that comes with a beautiful risk to reward. As you can see, we have been expecting that the Bitcoin will hit the boundary of $85,000. As you can see, that's exactly what happened, and right now we are, I believe, starting a new impulse that will conclude the 5th wave of that leading diagonal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been also entering with ParadiseTeam VIPs into a short trade, into a new short trade. We have many short trades, but this was a new because the opportunity was absolutely beautiful. I've been talking about this in the previous video. Basically, if you are a professional trader and you want to be long-term profitable, you need to be taking trades where you can place your stop loss as tight as possible and where you have a great possibility of much larger take profit targets, okay? Together with that, you need to be patient only for the best probability trades, ladies and gentlemen. Loads of people are trading all the time emotionally. Everybody just wants to be in a position all the time. This is not how it works. A great music is done by the pauses between the notes, right? And the same way a great trading, long-term profitable trading is also made by the pauses you are making. So you are not always trading. Otherwise, you are just gambling, right? And you are not better than anyone who is just visiting on a daily basis casino. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that because you are paradisers, this is not your case. And right now, let me break down how we have been confirming with ParadiseTeam VIPs the trade entry, because you know that first you need to strategize, you need to have in the mind the big picture, right? Then you need to make some tactical plans, but then you need to wait for confirmations, right? So we have been analyzing, we knew that this is going to be the 4th wave that will take a form of a corrective mode, this one, right? This smaller 4th wave, we knew that it will make some corrective mode. So we believed in the previous video that it will be ABC zigzag because it's the most simple corrective mode pattern, and that's why it appears in the market most often, right? However, after we have made a closer inspection of that correction, we have actually realized it's a triangle. So right now we are looking at a low time frame on a 1-hour time frame. I've been also sharing with you what's gonna happen next, right? So that was the push towards that $85,000, ladies and gentlemen. And with the ParadiseTeam, we have been analyzing the price action very closely since we sold and take profit on some of our short positions right here at $77,000 at the bottom. So then we have been analyzing the price action, right? And we knew this is the corrective mode wave, right? Because you know that even if it's diagonal or an impulse, always the 4th wave is in a corrective mode. In the impulse, also corrective mode, right? And it can take any form of these corrective modes, and one of them is triangles, and we knew this is going to be the contracting triangle because we have been able to analyze the price action correctly. So now I show you how we have done it, how we have concluded that this is the top, and then we have positioned ourselves very safely because we understood, yeah, this is very high probable trade opportunity. We have been able to place our stop loss very tightly to our entry, and we have been waiting for a beautiful confirmations by a retest of this triangle. So basically for us it was just like taking a candy from a baby, right? Very easy, very easy. So this triangle, you know that it needs to subdivide itself into 5 waves, and all of them are in a corrective mode, right? So this was the first wave, A, B, C, D, E, bang, and then we start breaking to the downside. We have waited, okay, because this just might have been a fake out, so we have waited and then we started to retest. Not only the moving average trend line, but then we also started to retest the triangle, so this was a perfect confirmation for entry into a short position. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are targeting that $72,000. I will share with you that we are right now on low time frame starting a new impulse. So after we have touched the first important boundary, we have got rejected. This was also the final E wave, right? And we started a first wave of an impulse, then a second that actually worked perfectly as a retest of that triangle breakout that made us confirm that this is legit, and then we started the third wave in which we are right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting a new impulse. Let's zoom in a little bit closer into the price action. We are on ultra low time frame. As you can see, we have been forming this rising wedge right here, and then the confirmation itself, because it was a corrective mode, the second wave is also corrective mode, so you can see that itself took a form of a contracting triangle, aka rising wedge. So that was another confirmation. So that was the first wave, second wave, corrective wave, and right now we are in the third wave. I do believe with the third wave we can touch right here, then we will have fourth wave, retest of the previous first wave. If it's going to be an impulse, if it's going to be a diagonal, we can go further into the price territory of the first wave, and then we will conclude the move with the fifth wave towards $72,000. This is our plan. However, because we are safe traders with ParadiseTeam VIPs, we are already placed our stop loss to break even, just to be extremely safe, right? But main target of this rising wedge pattern of this triangle is going to be, if I measure it correctly, by actually placing it at the breaking point right here. So if I place it right here, you can see it is quite nicely confluenced with the $77,000 support, right? So I do believe that this is going to be the level that will act as a important support zone. So we will be looking to take probably some profits once we reach here. Then we will look for some nice pullback, right? So one more time, this is the third wave right now. So after we complete the third wave at around $77,000, we will be looking at some pullback and at resistances, which will be right here and then right here. We will be looking for some confirmations, technical and also on sentiment, whales, insider data, etc., just to increase our probabilities. And if we will have a nice opportunity to enter a short position, we will just increase our short portfolio exposure with ParadiseTeam VIPs, and we will be riding the final wave down. But as always, I will keep you updated about that, ladies and gentlemen. Today is also giveaway Thursday, and you can win a beautiful prize of an access to our MCP News private channels, where we analyze the news, we share with you insider news for you, so you can act better on the market. And the giveaway question is, what's the biggest red flag in a trading strategy? Okay, so I'm very interested in your replies in the comment section below. To enter the giveaway, you need to write an answer, and to win this giveaway, you need to, basically your comment needs to have most of the likes. And if you have liked this video, you are subscribed, you have shared this video on any of your social media platforms, you will win the prize of MCP News Private. Also, what's important is that you like one or two other comments than yours, yeah? So the rules are clear. We will be announcing the giveaway winner once again in our MCP Stream Telegram channel. Keep enjoying trading, trade safe, trade only with a strategy, and I will see you again on Saturday. Cheers!